Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome back for another week of Max Potential Habits. I know that you know, if you've been following me for a while, that I talk a lot about manifestation. This is a topic that is one I get a lot of questions about, and it's also one that has high views and listens in podcasts and YouTube and IGTV. So I know it's one that you all want to hear more about. And lately, I have been on manifestation fire. So many good things happening in my life and business, and I just keep journaling and tracking and writing down what's working for me as I read and learn and grow in understanding how universal principles shape our reality and how you can tap into the power of manifestation magic to help you up-level your life and business. So today I'm going to bring to you 3 manifestation secrets to light up your life and business. If it's your first time here, I'm Dr. Amanda Barrientez. I'm the founder of NFA Coaching and the host of Max Potential Habits. This is your place to come each and every week for tips, tools, and inspirational interviews to help you optimize your habits so you can thrive in life and business. And one of those habits is you implementing consistent strategies to up-level your game through manifestation tricks and tools. And that's something that I so love to bring to you. So today, let's talk about the 3 manifestation secrets that have really helped me out lately. I've been working on this for a while, where in January of this year, 2020, I started to read everything I possibly could about manifestation and law of attraction, quantum physics, metaphysics, and I got really into it because I started to play around with some of the principles, and it worked. And I always like to bring to you what works the fastest, whatever's going to get you from A to B or A to Z or A to C, wherever you want to go, usually A to Z. I want to bring that to you so that you can, get on with life and have what you want. When we're stuck not getting what we want, it's because somewhere we have those unconscious blocks. I call this competing commitments. So we have unconscious blocks that are keeping us stuck, not getting what we consciously say we want. We can't manifest what we want when we have unconscious blocks. So there are tricks to help you overcome. Now, I'll say this, a lot of people go, oh, it would be awesome to manifest, let's say $1 million. And they really want that, but then they've got all these unconscious belief systems operating underneath the surface that are stopping them from getting there. And then they think that the law of attraction doesn't work, or it's not really possible to manifest what you want. But what you've got to know is that you become what you think about, and you become what you are energetically aligned with. And what you think about, both consciously and subconsciously, is going to stop you or propel you toward what you want. So no matter whether you believe it or not, the law of attraction is at work at all points in time. It just depends on what you're actually thinking about and what you really deeply, truly believe. And you'll know when you have big shifts in your thoughts and your beliefs and your energy, because all of a sudden things will start to flow more easily in places where they didn't flow before. So, you all know I was really stuck in the money realm, and I was on food stamps, and yes, I was in grad school, and I was doing everything I knew how to do, but I definitely had an underlying belief system that I might forever be poor, that, I had a lot of beliefs around women and money making, around subordination and money making, around my own personal sense of power and worth. And as I started to shift those underlying beliefs, things started to change for me. One of my, I wouldn't say final frontiers, but a frontier I've been working on lately is in the dating world. And it's been so incredibly amazing and validating to see how powerful of a manifester I am because of these 3 secrets that I'm going to share with you today. So, number 1, in order for you to manifest powerfully, first, you've got to be clear. So clarity is the number 1 secret. This sounds very obvious because, don't we need to say what we want in order to get what we want? But so many people are afraid to put out there what they really want. This could be based on fear from the past, them putting it out there and not getting what they want because they didn't understand that those underlying unconscious beliefs were holding them back from getting what they want. It could be that you're saying something you want based on what you've been allowed or willing to have in the past. So let's say that you're someone who's stuck in self-sabotage and you have said you want something, but then you almost get it and then you sabotage. That's you having underlying competing commitments that are keeping you stuck, which will lead to a lack of clarity in the future, because then you have an unconscious driver telling you that it's not possible to get what you want. So then you'll limit yourself and say you want something less than what you really want, because then you know it's actually possible to get. So in that clarity piece, it's us going, what do I really, really, really want? What am I willing to do to unlock my limiting beliefs that are keeping me stuck from getting what I want? And that takes in a whole nother level of work that, if you listen to all of the stuff that I put out there, you'll start to develop understanding about what it actually takes to manifest what you want. This isn't like a magic trick where you sit on the couch and go, meditate and go, oh, I want $1 million, and it just comes your way. It doesn't work like that. Especially if you're in a place of desperation and fear and you're just hoping and praying and wishing and not taking action in the direction, which is another trick that I'll talk about in a minute. But clarity. So number one, start with clarity. I want you to write down what you really want and allow yourself to expand as much as you possibly can. Don't base it on what you've had in the past. Don't base it on what the people around you are telling you you're capable of. Don't base it on your inner critic beliefs that beat you up and say it's not possible. Just try it first to expand out to the largest extent possible what you really would want. Let's just say even expand it out for the end of the year, right? In the next 2 months, we've got a couple months left before the end of the year. Expand out with clarity, write down, take the time to journal and say what you want. The clarity piece, I love this example. I've used this before, is like, let's say that you went into a restaurant and you sat down and they asked you, it's called the Global Gourmet Kitchen. And you sit down and they say, what do you want to eat? And you go, oh, whatever. What's the best meal here? Bring it to me. Here's the thing, the best meal there is subjective to the people sitting in the seats. One person might love sushi, the other person might love oysters, or let's say they love steak, but you don't like steak and you only like sushi, but they bring you steak because you did not clarify what you wanted. And so they bring it to you and you go, what the heck? I didn't want this. And they say, well, you didn't tell me. This is exactly what the universe is doing. If you sit down at the Gourmet Universal Kitchen and you don't clarify what you want, the universe is going to bring you things to help you figure it out. And that's awesome. What a gift from the universe, but it's a lot easier and a lot faster to get clear on what you want. So write down what you want clearly. And articulate it by writing it down in your journal, by thinking about it, by visualizing it, by seeing it, by having the feeling of the wish fulfilled. So you're visualizing it and you're going like, yeah, this is what I want. I believe it's possible. And anywhere that you don't believe it's possible, if you notice those little kind of niggling thoughts that go like, oh, I don't know if it's possible. I don't know if you can have this. You might not be worthy. Start working there, because that's going to block you from manifesting what you want. Number two, gratitude. I know people say this a lot, and it's one of those that we throw around and go like, you got to be grateful. But here's the thing, gratitude is the ultimate magnifier. There's a magnetic effect of gratitude, and it's a magnifier. So what you're grateful for expands. So if you're constantly just noticing the beauty around you, noticing the awesomeness in the people around you, connecting deeply with the people around you, loving your work, loving your house, loving even your kids being little turkeys. I call my kids little turkeys sometimes. And it's like loving that part of them, loving what is. Gratitude will help you shift into the place of joy, right? So when you're in a place of gratitude, you can't be in fear. When you're in a place of gratitude, you're one with, I say God, the grand organized design of the universe, universal intelligence. Let's even say you're agnostic or you're an atheist. Like, gratitude still is a place that attracts more love, more connection, more joy into your life. So gratitude is one of those really powerful forces. And I have people ask me a lot, like how I've gotten where I've gotten, and I am very grateful. I am constantly declaring to the universe, thank you for this, thank you for that. I don't take things for granted. I don't, I have this lovely house and I've got amazing kids and I've got beautiful people in my life and I've got this wonderful business that I've created. And that's because that's the frame of mind that I think about all these things from. I am grateful at all points in time. And I tell people I'm grateful. It's like my amazing assistant that works with me. I tell her I'm grateful for her because I am, and I want her to feel good. And I want us to keep growing NFA coaching. And so it's just like fueling the system of gratitude is really powerful. So think right now, what can you be grateful for? What have you been complaining about that you can shift to a perspective of gratitude? Because complaints is a crap magnet. When you complain, you're attracting crap your way. There's an episode way back where I talk about, I think it's called the crap magnet. I can't remember. And I think about it as a shit storm coming your way, because complainers hang out with other complainers, then they attract negativity their way, and then they have more to complain about. If this is you, don't beat yourself up. Just stop the habit. This is a habits podcast and YouTube videos, content. So just make sure you stop the habit of complaining, because it will not bring you what you want. Complaining is a disempowered, victim-minded place to be. So shift to gratitude. That will help you get out of fear. It'll help you raise your frequency. It'll help you step into joy. It'll help you love more, expand. What you focus on expands, so you'll get more to be grateful for. So gratitude is incredibly powerful. I think that it's really important for everyone to go to sleep every night thinking about what they're grateful for. Declare it to the people in your life. Start being grateful for yourself. Gratitude is so powerful. Okay, I've said that multiple times, so clearly you know that I'm serious there. I don't want to say one more thing from my notes. When I worked with the incarcerated men when I was writing my dissertation, it was so cool because one of their main mantras was like, have an attitude of gratitude. They would all say this all the time. And I'm telling you, those guys came from some really dark places, lots of trauma, lots of victimization. And they had some of the best attitudes of anyone I've ever met in my life, because they were in this cognitive behavioral therapy program and they were learning how much your mind determines your reality. And they were so grateful. A lot of them had come, the guys I interviewed on average had spent 18 years incarcerated. One guy was in solitary confinement for 9 years straight, and his attitude was of gratitude. So he focused on the fact that he was now in this recovery program and he was getting to meet new people and he was getting to learn new things. And he was, he focused on gratitude. And you have the same opportunity. We all have the same opportunity. So don't get stuck in a place of complaining and fear and doubt and worry and blame. Get into gratitude. Number 3, surrender-based action. So this is important, both of those things. You've got to take action, but it's also you've got to surrender. So this is paradox, right? Because we think that we need to be in control of everything when we're trying to create what we want in life. And we need to take action in the direction of our dreams, but we also need to surrender and let the universe bring it our way. And the reason that the action is important, why I said earlier, you can't sit on the couch and just wish for $1 million to come your way. You've got to be in action, because then the universe can bring you opportunities. Doors open when you're standing in front of the door. Right? The only door that can open is the ones that you've already perceived or already experienced when you're sitting still. So if you're stuck in procrastination and fear and not taking action, you're limiting your capability to bring what you want to you, to be magnetic and manifest what you want, because you're not in action in the direction of your dreams. And so you need to continue to surrender and take action. Okay. So one of the mantras I use is to bring me this or something better in the highest good of all. So when I'm in conscious manifestation mode, I will visualize. So I get clarity. I'll get into gratitude. I'll be super grateful for what I already have. I'll notice it. I get conscious of it. I focus on it. I do meditations in the morning with gratitude where I don't stop until I get a tear of gratitude in my eye for what I have created in my life, for all the blessings that have been brought my way, for the people, the things, for myself, and I just get into this state of gratitude. And then I ask what do I need to know today to move in the direction of fulfilling my vision? I take action in that direction while also surrendering and trusting that the pathway is going to appear because I'm in action. So I'm surrendering to whatever the universe wants to bring me. That's what I want, or something better, because you never know. I've been in awe of how fast things can come my way when I do this. I used to be really stuck in control, and a lot of the clients I've worked with or have worked with or am working with, they talk about control. Like, I got to control everything, and I wish I could just let go of the control. And it's really hard to let go of the control. And it is, I get it. So if this is you, start to get unstuck by just reminding yourself, I can surrender. I can allow the universe to bring things my way. I know that this or something better is going to come my way. And you just keep taking daily action with clarity and gratitude, and that surrender piece. So if you need me to say that one again, bring me this or something better in the highest good of all. And then who knows what's going to come your way. I have been very in awe and inspired by when I state what I want clearly. I can simultaneously see what I want clearly, but then also know that very similar thing is going to come my way, or something in maybe a little bit of a different package, or a better idea will come my way. Let's say it's in business. I'll be on track to create a course, and then all of a sudden I'll have this awareness that is this totally in alignment, and something will shift, and I'll pivot in a new direction, and then it'll just explode in a new direction, and bigger and better than I could have ever have imagined. Or an opportunity will come my way. Someone I've never met before, I'll get a random email, and I'll just be like pinching myself. How did this happen? In the dating world, same thing. It was like, I set out with clarity what I wanted, and then a beautiful thing come my way, right? That I couldn't have exactly known, but I said this or something better. And I just keep requesting that from the universe. Thank you. It only can get better and better and better. What's possible? How big and awesome and amazing can my life and business be? And I just keep taking steps in that direction every day. And that's what I want you to do as well. So you can manifest exactly what it is that you want and feel free, feel fulfilled, have meaning and purpose, and just love the life you're living and the business you're building, and just feel good. That's always my goal of what I bring to you, is to help you thrive and feel alive, right? I close every episode with that, and that's what I want for you. And manifestation is so fun to play around with. And when you start to notice it working and it gets validated, you're like, holy moly, I have a magic wand to live my life, and this is awesome. So real quick recap before we wrap up. Number 1, clarity. Number 2, gratitude. Number 3, surrender-based action. And if you're loving this content, I'm going to do a workshop. Super, super, super excited. It's going to be on December 4th and 5th. It's called NFA Manifestation-Based Goals for 2021. And we're going to do a Zoom-based workshop. So go to nfamanifestationworkshop.com. nfamanifestationworkshop.com. I'm going to cap it at 30 people. So if you want in, get in fast, because I'm capping it at 30 people. We're going to spend Friday evening getting to know each other. And then all day Saturday, we're going to set up, I'm going to give you manifestation tricks and tips. We're going to do breakouts with each other. You're going to meet new people, and you're going to set up your goals for 2021 in a manifestation-based way, because that is where it's at. 2021, I just keep going. 2021 is going to be the best year of my life. And it just keeps getting better and better and better. And that's what I want for you too. So can't wait to see you there. Link will be in the show notes. Have an incredible week where you implement these 3 secrets. And I'll see you next week. And until then, I hope that you get centered, get grounded, get clear, be grateful, and take action so you can thrive and feel alive. Thanks so much for listening to this episode of the Max Potential Habits podcast. If you're liking what you've heard, it would be so incredibly awesome if you would subscribe to the channel and leave a 5-star rating and a written review. This helps me help more people while we grow our NFA community so we can rock it out together. For Max Potential Habits resources, go to nfacoaching.com where you can access all of my resources. There's free ebooks, PDF checklists, a journal template, a business mindset meditation kit, and so much more. Plus, links to NFA coaching on Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook. And if you're super serious about up-leveling, there's also a link to schedule a free consult to work with me in group or one-on-one coaching. Until next time, I hope you have a Max Potential Habits Day where you get inspired to do whatever it takes to transform into the most empowered version of yourself so you can lead a rich, thriving, kick-ass life and business.